All right,
You let's,
work from home.
you're gonna be my slide man now?
I'm
Or-
going to get you there and you can give
Okay,
it back.
thank you.
The control freak.
We saw this yesterday from John Burns' deck, and I was hunting early this morning for other stats. I think, this is in a state of flux. You were asking Trevor yesterday, is this trend going to stick? There's a lot of prognostication that it will. These numbers were done in 2021, I noticed on John's slide, so I don't even know where we are on 2022. There might be more people working at home, and I think hybrid has become a majority work from home situation. We have a remote first policy, so folks are coming into our office once a week. So I think everyone understands there's a lot of opportunity here. This would not go in a flywheel on the Smart Art front. So this is a lot of tiles, no flywheel. But this is the stuff that makes it up. I think in the top part, we're talking about the really closely work related, and work is office work, and it is video conferencing and performance art to some extent. So category 6 cable, you do need some hardwired runs if you're going to be doing a lot of video conferencing, so you probably need a structured wiring hub. An efficient and clean way to get the power that you need to the desktop for all of the different gear that you've got there. Monitors and video displays, they could be wall mounted, they could be desk mounted, but that all needs to be done with appropriate ergonomics. Cameras, lighting, speakers that are positioned in the right ways. Has anyone struggled with getting the camera in the right place and also being able to see the monitor at the same time? And I think we're all contorting ourselves a lot of different ways. This stuff can be addressed ergonomically. Sometimes you want to do, I'm a whiteboard lover. I would love to be able to show my whiteboard more easily than I do. Sometimes it's more of a decorative backdrop. So there's that office space and a whole complex of products there. Then we got to realize that not everyone isn't always in their office doing work. They could be out on the deck or whatever have you. So you're going to need great Wi-Fi, indoor and outdoor. Back in that office, beyond the work gear, the shades and lighting control for when you go to that kind of broadcast mode and you got to take glare out and you got to pop on screen is a category. And then these things that relate to convenience and feeling good while you're working from home. So indoor air quality, I think the healthy lighting piece and its influence on sleeping patterns is important. If you're stuck at your desk, but you have stuff coming to the door to have some security and door control, often forgotten about because it's in between the walls or invisible, acoustics, making for the right acoustics in the space and buffering the sound that might be coming in or going out to other parts of the house. And then the stuff that's really more about well-being, the fitness gear, getting good sleep because you have to change modalities, so the blackout shades, et cetera. Some place to go that takes you away from the work and creates some sort of mindfulness. So that's the ecosystem of stuff. Our friends at Legrand were kind enough to put together this infograph that delineates a lot of what we just talked about, especially the office gear from a product perspective. I encourage you all to stop by and visit the folks at Legrand because they're working on these concepts. And here's my good, better, best on this. The wiring, the power, and the Wi-Fi being the table stakes level, adding in some of the office and video conferencing functionality for better, and then really kind of across that whole ecosystem of applications and products for the best. I think one of the complications here is show versus sell. There's a bring your own devices aspect to this. Certainly the computer, you're not going to be selling computers as builders, but you could sell the infrastructure that supports the right ergonomics, the right signal quality, and all these surrounding accessories. And if folks are going to do resets on some of those devices, you could have arrangements with retailers to create opportunities for the home buyer to get that stuff as they restructure. I think the other piece of this is multi-purpose rooms. So not everybody has the dedicated space, and not every market you're going to have the opportunity to provide a dedicated space. So in those cases, you're going to have to figure out ways to conceal some of this, convert the space from work to recreation or relaxation. And that might involve furnishings and other design elements. But that's kind of my take on the work from home stuff. What do you guys think?
I think every house now has the expectation of some workspace. For my clients, it's always a full-on office, sometimes two, and that's just what we do. I mean, it's every house.
Yeah. How do you ideate with your clients on this, on the Lux space? I mean, do you have a lot of pictures or video from work that you've already done where you can show them ideas, or do they come to you with stuff? Do you custom
We always have designers and architects involved as well, so generally it's not really my job, if you will. I can suggest things, but usually that happens during the design process.
How tuned in are they to this area, the architects and designers? Are they all over it?
So, very much so, because I think everybody in their own lives has been doing the Zoom thing,
Yeah.
It's just kind of universal now.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that it's an area that has to be addressed by many different areas and components in the home building organization, from the design, the actual floor layouts of, finding little spaces in a home where you can do that multi-purpose workspace, to making sure that the actual model home designers are really clued in that, hey, this needs to be an important part of it. It's not just throwing the fake plastic laptop out onto a desk that you put somewhere, and that's your home office. And because for many, many years, that was it. You had the little prop,
right?
The fake laptop that would go there.
It's like, oh, I work here. Yep.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
You really need to show that no, this is a workspace, and these are the details that we have put into thinking about what makes it a workspace. Again, another one of those things that you can use to differentiate between new and used, but also between you and your competition, of really demonstrating that, hey, this is the kind of attention to detail that we put into things.
Yeah.
Between this category and, say, the smart kitchen, the tabletop appliances, is there impact to storage? Is there more storage needed? Is that something as a construction trend or an element that you're considering, or is it not an issue?
Home storage in terms of
just
where you
got more
stash the
things.
Christmas
Like
tree
you're
for
gonna
the...
if you're going to have a multi-purpose room, where are you going to put your work stuff? You're going to have 3 or 4 these smart tabletop kitchen appliances. They don't sit on the counter all day long. Do you need bigger storage space? Is that developing, or you don't see it?
Probably should be.
Okay. Next session.
Where do you put the air fryer? Where do you put the toaster oven? Where do
Running
you
out of
put
space.
Yeah.
They go to the yard sale, maybe.
What could the technology industry, or even beyond technology, some of the other construction elements of this, what could they do to make the job easier for the high volume side of things, in terms of showing an updated work from home sort of situation, or different scenarios? I mean, do you have reference designs at hand that are offered up to you?
No.
Okay.
No, I think, again, it's like that one slide that you had that was showing, the mounts and some of the different connection pieces that you can use. And that's showing the level of detail that we as a builder are thinking about that this is a priority. That's
Does
one of those.
anyone have-
That's one of those communicate with your vendors and what can we come up with together.
Do you have something like this in any of your models, or?
Trying to, but we're not there yet.
Does anyone have what they consider a good play in the model? Okay. Did I see a hand or not?
I mean, I think we all insinuate that, okay, well, this can be a workspace here. But we haven't figured out, okay, well, how do we monetize that? How do we drive options that, because I'm going to work from home, this needs to be really important to me.
KB had an interesting show house at the Builder Show a couple years ago where there was a wall that moved and it sort of gave more space to the kitchen when you were entertaining, and it came out and had a dual purpose office/guest room. So it was a multi-room space that I thought was clever.
Yeah.
The other thing I saw last week was a built-in mic array that is, from a production builder standpoint, having a Zoom speaker is not really a builder product. This was more of a built-in, taking it out of the commercial space,
Yeah.
Something that would allow a pacer like me to walk around the room and have good audio for Zoom meetings.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we need to be talking to more people from the commercial space. Commercial office design, the commercial
There was more
AV,
commercial products at CEDA
conference
last week.
room type design, and maybe they can bring some of the ideas. This is clearly an opportunity. We have not figured out how to come together as builders and technology industry to really show it and sell it in a powerful way. I hope we can help you all do it. So we're just highlighting an opportunity, but not really giving you the answer right now. Sorry about that.